Welcome to the thrilling and desolate world of the Mad Max franchise. From the scorched landscapes of a post-apocalyptic Australia to the roar of engines and the clash of survival against anarchy, here are the top 10 fascinating facts that fuel the legend of Mad Max. Strap in for a high-octane journey through iconic characters, practical effects mastery, and the enduring impact of a cinematic saga that has left an indelible mark on the wasteland of pop culture.
Goodbye, soldier.
Before we kick off the countdown, be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell, so you stay in the loop for our upcoming videos. Don't hesitate to drop your requests in the comments for what you'd like to see next.
Number 10. Awards. Mad Max, Fury Road won 6 Oscars, including Best Film Editing, Best Costume Design, and Best Production Design. Fury Road received 4 BAFTA awards, including Best Editing and Best Production Design. The film won 9 awards, dominating categories such as Best Director and Best Action Movie. Fury Road earned multiple Saturn Awards, including Best Director and Best Science Fiction Film. Screen Actors Guild Awards, the cast received the Outstanding Action Performance by a Stunt Ensemble Award. American Cinema Editors Eddie Awards. Margaret Sixel won Best Edited Feature Film Dramatic for her work on Fury Road. Art Directors Guild Awards. The film won for excellence in production design in a fantasy film. Empire Awards. The movie won Empire's Best Director and Best Sci-Fi Fantasy Awards. Hugo Awards. Fury Road received the Best Dramatic Presentation Long Form Award. Producers Guild of America Awards. Mad Max, Fury Road won the Outstanding Producer of Theatrical Motion Pictures Award. These awards highlight the widespread recognition and acclaim that Mad Max, Fury Road received for its technical achievements, direction, and overall contribution to the action and science fiction genres. Practical effects and stunts. The Mad Max franchise is renowned for prioritizing practical effects over CGI, creating a gritty and realistic post-apocalyptic world. Stunt coordinator Guy Norris played a crucial role in executing intense vehicular stunts, contributing to the franchise's visceral and authentic feel. The Fire in the Fire Guy guitar is absolutely real. The flame-throwing guitar player in Fury Road was a practical effect, symbolizing the film's commitment to over-the-top yet tangible elements. Elaborate car rigging allowed for dynamic chase scenes, showcasing the chaos and mayhem of the wasteland. The flamboyant guitarist on the doof wagon was portrayed by musician and stuntman Iota, adding a unique blend of musicality and action to the film. The acrobatic pole-vaulting warriors, known as the Polecats, performed their stunts without CGI assistance, contributing to the movie's physicality. The vehicles in the films are practical creations, often handcrafted and modified to fit the dystopian aesthetic, emphasizing the tangible nature of the action. The Pursuit Special or Interceptor car used by Max undergoes various practical stunts, showcasing its resilience and speed. The massive sandstorm sequence in Fury Road involved practical effects and minimal CGI, adding to the film's intensity. The franchise is known for its high-speed vehicular chases, choreographed and executed with precision to capture the adrenaline-pumping action. The combination of practical effects and stunts has left a lasting legacy in the action genre, influencing other filmmakers to prioritize realism over digital effects.
First, we get the buzzards off her back!
Number 8. Mad Max Enemies. The Gang. The Warlords. The Raiders. In the first Mad Max movie, released in 1979, Max Rokitansky's primary enemy is a gang known as the Acolytes led by the Toa Cutter. The Toa Cutter is a ruthless and sadistic warlord who, along with his gang, terrorizes the dystopian Australian highways. The conflict intensifies when Max's family becomes a target of the gang's violence, leading to Max seeking revenge against the acolytes, setting the stage for the iconic character's journey in the post-apocalyptic world. In Mad Max 2, The Road Warrior, released in 1981, Max faces off against a formidable antagonist known as Lord Humongous. Lord Humongous is the leader of a violent gang of marauders who roam the wasteland in search of valuable resources, especially fuel. His mission revolves around dominating the remaining sources of gasoline in the post-apocalyptic world. Lord Humongous, often seen wearing a distinctive hockey mask, seeks to control a refinery that produces fuel. Max gets involved in the conflict when he encounters a group of survivors trying to defend the refinery against Humongous and his ruthless gang. The film showcases Max's reluctant heroism as he becomes a key player in the battle between the survivors and the marauders. In Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome, released in 1985, Max encounters Auntie Entity as one of the prominent figures and quasi-antagonist in the story. Auntie Entity, portrayed by Tina Turner, is the ruler of Bartertown, a settlement in the post-apocalyptic world. While she is not a traditional enemy in the same way as some of the villains in other Mad Max films, she becomes a source of conflict and challenge for Max. Auntie Entity controls Bartertown with an iron fist and is determined to maintain order and control over valuable resources. The film explores the power dynamics and conflicts within Bartertown, with Max getting entangled in the struggle for control. The ambiguous nature of alliances and conflicts adds complexity to the character dynamics in Beyond Thunderdome. In Mad Max, Fury Road, released in 2015, the primary antagonist is Immortan Joe, portrayed by Hugh Keays-Byrne. Immortan Joe is a tyrannical warlord who controls the Citadel, a fortress that houses water resources and a population of oppressed individuals. His dominion is characterized by a cult-like following, and he holds a position of immense power. The conflict in Fury Road begins when Imperator Furiosa, played by Charlize Theron, rebels against Immortan Joe, seeking to liberate a group of women known as the Five Wives, who are escaping from his control. Max, portrayed by Tom Hardy, becomes entangled in this conflict as he joins forces with Furiosa in the pursuit of freedom and survival.
Goodbye, soldier.
Number 7. The Lost Tribe of Thunderdome and the Five Wives of Fury Road. In Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome, the group of children is known as the Lost Tribe. These are a community of children who survived the apocalypse and are led by Savannah Nix. In Mad Max, Fury Road, the group of women Max encounters are part of Immortan Joe's citadel and are known as the Wives, or the Five Wives. The Lost Tribe is a community of children who have somehow managed to survive the harsh conditions of the post-apocalyptic world on their own. Savannah Nix is the leader of the Lost Tribe. She acts as a maternal figure to the children and plays a key role in the storyline. The Lost Tribe resides in Bartertown, the same dystopian city where Max encounters them. Bartertown is a central location in Beyond Thunderdome. Immortan Joe intends to use the Five Wives as breeders to produce healthy heirs for his dynasty due to their perceived fertility. Furiosa helps the Five Wives escape from Immortan Joe's control. Their escape is a central plot point in Fury Road. The Five Wives symbolize a form of rebellion against the oppressive regime of Immortan Joe and represent the desire for freedom and autonomy. Number 6. The Cast. Here are the actors and their portrait in the Mad Max film. Mel Gibson. Max Rokitansky. Mel Gibson portrayed the iconic character Max in the original Mad Max trilogy. Mad Max, 1979. Mad Max 2, The Road Warrior, 1981, and Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome, 1985. Tom Hardy. Max Rokitansky. Tom Hardy took on the role of Max in Mad Max, Fury Road, 2015, succeeding Mel Gibson. Hardy brought his own interpretation to the character in the fourth installment. Hugh Keays-Byrne, Toa Cutter and Immortan Joe. A notable casting connection, Hugh Keays-Byrne played the main antagonist Toa Cutter in the original Mad Max, 1979, and returned to the franchise as the primary antagonist Immortan Joe in Fury Road, 2015. Charlize Theron. Imperator Furiosa. Charlize Theron played the compelling character Imperator Furiosa in Fury Road, earning acclaim for her powerful performance. Nicholas Hoult. Nux. Hoult portrayed the character Nux, a war boy in Immortan Joe's army, in Fury Road. Tina Turner. Auntie Entity. In Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome, Tina Turner played the character Auntie Entity, the leader of Buttertown. Bruce Spence. Jadija the Pilot. Bruce Spence appeared in both Mad Max 2, The Road Warrior, and Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome, playing different characters, the Gyro Captain in the second film and Jadija the Pilot in the third. Number 5. The Interceptor.
When do we go for a ride?
A modified 1973 Ford XB Falcon GT, Max's iconic black pursuit special. The car's design and modifications were a collaborative effort, involving car designer Peter Arcadipane and others. Make the car perfectly fit for the wasteland ambience of the story. In Mad Max 2, the Pursuit Special returns, showcasing more battle damage and modifications. The film increased the Interceptor's legendary status, solidifying it as a symbol of Max's survival in the post-apocalyptic world. Unfortunately, in Beyond Thunderdome, the Pursuit Special is notably absent in this installment. The narrative focuses on other aspects of the post-apocalyptic world, and Max finds alternative means of transportation. In Mad Max Road Fury, the Interceptor returned, but it's just like a cameo because Max uses other vehicle that runs through the story. The film introduces new vehicles, including the Gigahorse, a notable creation with a distinctive design. Max's Interceptor represents his connection to the old world, a symbol of his identity in a chaotic future. The popularity of the Interceptor in the films has led to a cult following, influencing car enthusiasts and inspiring real-world modifications. Number
With
4.
real engine sound
Influence.
and our new action tires that can take you over the toughest terrain. Plus, Desert Drifter Power Wheels have a bunch of radical new
Toys. The Mad Max franchise has inspired action figures, model kits, and collectibles, allowing fans to bring elements of the post-apocalyptic world into their own collections. These toys often replicate iconic vehicles like the Interceptor, emphasizing the franchise's visual appeal. Cartoons and animation. The gritty, post-apocalyptic aesthetic of Mad Max has influenced various animated series and cartoons. Thunder the Barbarian 1980. The Pirates of Dark Water 1991, Adventure Time 2010. Some shows draw inspiration from the wasteland concept, incorporating elements of survival and adventure reminiscent of the Mad Max universe. Movies. Mad Max has significantly influenced the post-apocalyptic genre, with other films adopting its desolate landscapes and intense vehicular action. Waterworld 1995. Book of Eli 2010. Doomsday 2008. Video games. Mad Max's impact extends to video games, inspiring titles that explore open-world post-apocalyptic settings. The success of the Mad Max video game, 2015, further solidified the franchise's influence on interactive entertainment. Number 3. The Mad Max franchise is a fictional series set in a dystopian wasteland, and while it draws inspiration from real-world concerns, the scarcity of oil and the resulting fuel crisis depicted in the Mad Max universe are influenced by real-world concerns about energy resources. The franchise taps into environmental and societal anxieties, reflecting concerns about resource depletion and the consequences of unchecked industrialization. The vast, desolate landscapes of the Australian outback provide a unique and authentic backdrop for the post-apocalyptic world. The depiction of warlord-led societies and struggles for resources in the wasteland draws parallels to historical conflict over territory and scarce resources. The eclectic and often improvised costumes worn by characters reflect a resourceful use of materials, mirroring a world where people make do with what they have. The threat of nuclear war and the aftermath of such an event, hinted at in the Mad Max series, echo Cold War fears and discussions prevalent during the film's production. Water scarcity is a recurring theme, reflecting real-world concerns about environmental degradation and resource mismanagement. Number 2. Who is Mad Max?
Me. Or everyone else.
Hello.
Mad Max is a fictional character and the main protagonist in a post-apocalyptic film franchise created by Australian director George Miller. The character, portrayed by Mel Gibson in the original trilogy and later by Tom Hardy in Mad Max: Fury Road, is a former police officer navigating a lawless and desolate wasteland. Max Rokitansky is known for his survival skills, iconic Interceptor vehicle, and the pursuit of justice in a world plagued by chaos and violence. The franchise explores Max's struggles and adventures in a dystopian future ravaged by societal collapse and resource scarcity. In the Mad Max franchise, Max Rokitansky's family plays a crucial role in shaping his character and storyline. Jessie Rokitansky, Max's wife, portrayed by Joanne Samuel in the original Mad Max, 1979. She becomes a tragic victim early in the film, setting the stage for Max's descent into the post-apocalyptic world. Sprog Rokitansky, Max and Jessie's young son, who also meets a tragic fate, further motivating Max's quest for justice and survival. In the first film, Mad Max, 1979, Max Rokitansky is depicted as a Main Force Patrol (MFP) officer, patrolling the highways in a society on the brink of collapse. His work involves enforcing law and order in a world where resources are scarce, and criminal elements are prevalent.
You!
Me?
You. It's your lucky day.
Before we reveal the number 1, we'd like to ask you to support our channel by hitting the like button and subscribing. By doing so, you'll stay updated with more fascinating videos that you're sure to find engaging and entertaining. Your support means a lot, and we look forward to sharing more amazing content with you in the future.
Number 1. Mad Max franchise.
Mad Max, the maximum force of the future.
The Mad Max create a huge inspiration for movies and other industry of entertainment. Here are the franchise. Mad Max 1979 introduces us to Max Rokitansky, a skilled police officer in a dystopian Australia plagued by societal breakdown. Max is part of the Main Force Patrol, enforcing law and order against roving motorcycle gangs. When a gang led by the ruthless tour cutter targets Max's family, they unleash a series of events that push Max to the brink. Seeking revenge, Max becomes a lone vigilante, pursuing justice in a world where civilization has crumbled. The film is a visceral journey into the desolation of a society on the brink of collapse and sets the stage for Max's transformation into the iconic figure of the post-apocalyptic wasteland. Mad Max 2. The Road Warrior 1981 picks up with Max, haunted by the loss of his family, wandering a world devastated by fuel shortages. Max encounters a community besieged by a gang of marauders led by Lord Humongous. Reluctantly, Max agrees to help the community escape the impending threat in exchange for fuel. The film unfolds as a high-octane, vehicular battle across the post-apocalyptic desert, showcasing Max's survival skills and the pursuit of hope in a lawless world. The Road Warrior captures the essence of a lone hero navigating a desolate wasteland while battling against the chaos that defines this harsh future. Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome 1985 thrusts Max into a surreal civilization ruled by anti-entity in Bartertown. Max becomes entangled in a power struggle and finds himself forced to battle in the gladiatorial arena known as Thunderdome. After escaping, Max encounters a group of children and becomes involved in their quest for a fabled oasis. The film explores themes of survival, redemption, and the search for a better future in a world where societal structures have crumbled. Beyond Thunderdome showcases the complexity of Max's character and the challenges of rebuilding amidst the remnants of a shattered world. Mad Max, Fury Road. 2015, catapults Max, now portrayed by Tom Hardy, into a high-octane chase across a desolate wasteland. Captured by the tyrannical warlord Immortan Joe, Max becomes entangled with Furiosa, a warrior seeking redemption by aiding Joe's enslaved concubines in a daring escape. What ensues is a relentless pursuit and explosive battles across the vast desert as Max and Furiosa join forces against the ruthless warboys and the pursuit of freedom becomes a driving force. The film is a symphony of chaos, showcasing practical effects, breathtaking stunts, and a relentless quest for survival in a world pushed to the brink of madness. And this coming year 2024, a new Mad Max will come to us in cinema. Furiosa, a Mad Max saga. Furiosa, a Mad Max saga is an upcoming post-apocalyptic action-adventure film co-produced and directed by George Miller, who co-wrote it with Nicola Thowris. It serves as both a spin-off and a prequel to Mad Max, Fury Road, 2015, as well as the fifth film in the Mad Max franchise. It stars Anya Taylor-Joy as the title character Imperator Furiosa, with Chris Hemsworth, Alala Brown, and Tom Burke in supporting roles.
Ladies and gentlemen, start your engines!